An exciting new research document was published last Wednesday by a few of the most esteemed scholars at Princeton University and from top researchers with Google's DeepMind. According to the paper, they've developed a novel framework known as the Tree of Thoughts, or TOT for short. Now, despite its whimsical name, it really does appear to be a gigantic leap forward in the field of artificial intelligence development and research. So sit tight. You're going to want to hear about this red-hot new cognitive concept. Before we jump into Tree of Thoughts, let's recap some basics for some context. Currently, standard models are GPT, Bard, Llama, Alpaca, Palm, etc. These are considered today's current state of technology. They are highly sophisticated algorithms that can understand and generate human language. For example, if you've ever noticed your phone predicting the next word you're about to type, well, that is exactly what that is. Congratulations, you've just interacted with a language model. It is completely linear in the way it processes information, and that is exactly what current state LLMs do. They predict the next word only on a much larger scale. Now, having said all that, let's turn our attention to this new concept, aptly named Tree of Thoughts. This is a metaphorical conceptualization that exists within the inner workings of a large language model, and quite honestly, a revolutionary way for these artificial intelligence systems to process information and solve complex problems. Traditionally, a language model processes information in a linear one after the other type of manner, like walking along a predetermined path in a forest. However, the Tree of Thoughts framework allows the language model to view the entire forest first, before attempting to navigate it. It can preemptively evaluate different paths and ultimately decide on the most efficient one, and even backtrack if necessary. Here, think of it like this. Imagine you're attempting to navigate a life-sized maze. The conventional LLM's approach would be to start walking and hope to stumble upon the exit, because that's how traditional language models operate. But what if you could hover above the maze, survey all the paths from an aerial perspective, and strategize your route before even setting foot in the labyrinth? That's the advantage that the Tree of Thoughts offers compared to standard current large language models. The researchers put this theory to the test with several tasks. One of them was a mathematical game known as the Game of 24. The objective is to reach the number 24 using 4 given numbers and basic arithmetic operations. It is a game designed for humans, and it involves having good math skills in order to win. So guess how the results turned out? Yep, you guessed it. GPT-4, currently our smartest LLM, could only solve these puzzles a mere 4% of the time. However, when Tree of Thoughts was implemented, the success rate skyrocketed to 74%. This significant leap demonstrates the potential of this innovative framework. Tree of Thoughts has demonstrated a monumental leap forward in the realm of artificial intelligence. It equips a language model with a comprehensive view of a problem, enabling it to assess all potential solutions and more accurately select the most effective one. A good example of the way this works would be to think about your interactions with an LLM and how sometimes when you present a question but in the response, it forgot to factor in a key point of your question. When you explain that it was incorrect due to this missing information, it usually says something like, "I apologize, I didn't take this bit of extra information into account, so in this case, the correct answer is," and proceed to give you the newly revised answer. Well, when this happens, it does eventually get it right, but it was you, by contesting the answer, that gave the LLM the ability to reanalyze the data from the initial prompt. This is essentially a dumbed-down version of Tree of Thoughts. However, using Tree of Thought, the LLM would receive the input and spit out multiple responses, not to you, but to itself, internally. It would then analyze the answers and in doing so come up with mistakes and be able to process errors and then spit out even more answers. And using this new neural tree of logic and reasoning, give you a much more accurate answer. In fact, the results of the tests, 4% versus 74%, shows a whopping 1,850% improvement. LLMs still have a number of issues to iron out. Tree of Thoughts will not solve them all. That includes the all too well-known hallucination problem, but it will happen soon enough. particularly if you combine tree of thoughts and then double the training parameters. And let's even toss in a 1,000,000 RMT token limit, and now you suddenly have an extremely powerful AI on your hands. I'm excited to see all the new discoveries occurring so regularly in the AI research front. And as we use AI itself to help improve the technology, these new discoveries will occur at an even faster rate like we've never seen before. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Only 6% watching are subscribers, so if you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.